A spot in the FIFA U20 World Cup final was on the line. And boy, did we get two of the most dramatic semifinals you will ever see. So now, the final is set. It's Argentina versus Morocco.
So let's just get right into it. Both of these teams survived absolute nail-biters to book their ticket to the big dance. But how in the world did they pull it off? We're going to break down the absolutely unbelievable paths that led these two football giants to the final. All right, first up, let's talk about Argentina. They were up against a powerhouse in Colombia. And you know, this match was anything but a cautious, tactical game. No way. This thing was a pressure cooker right from the opening whistle.
Right from the jump, this was just an end-to-end firefight. And it was Colombia who came so close to drawing first blood. I mean, they just sliced right through the Argentine defense, and this shot, it screamed just inches past the post. It was a massive warning shot. But Argentina, they answered right back, creating what looked like a guaranteed goal for their substitute, Viditi. And I mean, it's just unbelievable. With the entire goal wide open at his mercy, he puts it wide. You could practically hear the collective groan from the supporters all the way from here. That was a golden opportunity just thrown away, a moment Viditi is probably going to be replaying in his head for a long, long time. You could just feel the tension ratchet up as Colombia looked to make him pay for that miss. The whole game was hanging on a knife's edge. But then came the turnaround. After all those near misses and that one huge one, Argentina finally broke the deadlock. And wouldn't you know it, it's the very same player, Fedi. He makes absolutely no mistake this time. What a moment of pure redemption.
And you got to understand, this wasn't just any goal. This was his third of the entire tournament. To shake off a miss like that, an absolute sitter, and then score the go-ahead goal in a World Cup semifinal, that just shows you the kind of mental strength and character we're talking about.
So just when you thought things couldn't get any harder for Colombia, a moment of just pure madness completely flipped the script, turning a really tough job into a nearly impossible one.
And there it is, the final nail in the coffin. A reckless challenge earns Reneria a second yellow card, and he's off. Just like that, Colombia is down a goal and a man. From there, Argentina just managed the game perfectly to book their spot in the final.
Now for the other semi-final, which was an absolutely mouth-watering clash between Morocco and France, a rematch, you might remember, of the Senior World Cup semi-final from 2022. The tension for this one was just completely off the charts.
And the start of this game was pure insanity. So, Morocco drives forward, a dangerous cross comes whipping in, and a player is clearly pulled down in the box. Everyone is screaming for a penalty, but in all the chaos, the ball deflects into the French net for an own goal. I mean, what a bizarre way to take the lead. But, you know, you can never count out a team like France. Never. After shaking off that initial shock, they started to build pressure, and of course, who else but their top scorer, Luca Michelle, finishes off a beautifully worked move to level the score. Game on.
With the scores all tied up, the game completely transformed. It became this super tense, tactical fight, and that's when the goalkeepers on both ends decided to steal the show, just refusing to let anything pass them.
And this just shows you the standoff perfectly. First, Morocco's keeper Ben Chouch makes an absolutely wicked save to deny France. Then, just moments later, France's keeper Meniakta responds with a massive stop of his own. Both of these guys were just incredible.
So 90 minutes wasn't enough. We went to extra time. And, of course, there was more drama. A cynical foul earned France a red card, yet somehow they managed to hold on. So after 120 absolutely exhausting minutes, it all came down to a penalty shootout. Morocco, cool as you like, scores their first. All the pressure shifts to France. Their player steps up, and he misses. And to make matters worse, to really understand the pressure, this was a player who hadn't scored a single goal in the entire tournament. The psychological weight of that moment was just too much. After that crucial miss, Morocco held their nerve and sealed a victory that, as the commentator perfectly put it, people will be talking about for generations. They had done it. They sent the young Atlas Lions to their first ever U20 World Cup final. Just incredible stuff.
So there you have it. Two unbelievable stories of resilience, redemption, and just high drama. Two teams who basically walked through fire to get here. Now let's put their crazy journeys side by side.
Now, what's really fascinating here are the stunning parallels. Both faced absolute football giants. Both had a decisive moment born from immense pressure. And get this, both of their opponents ended the match with 10 men after seeing a red card. It's almost poetic, isn't it? And this really is what it all boils down to. On one side, you have Argentina, the most successful nation in this competition's history, and they're chasing a record-setting 7th trophy. And on the other, you have Morocco, the history makers, on the verge of their first ever U20 World Cup title.
It is a true clash of destiny, a powerhouse program versus a nation whose star is rising so fast. Both teams have shown the grit, the quality, and the character needed to be champions.
So, after two of the most dramatic journeys you could possibly imagine, it all comes down to this one final game. A record 7th trophy or a nation's first? The stage is set, the stories have been written. The only question left is, who will lift it?